Fat Bald-Sicilian, FBS. I am very grateful for Fat Bald-Sicilian. I'll tell you why. FBS created more channels than Comcast. Okay, FBS endorsed a lot of channels. He created a lot of channels, and I bet he can't count how many channels that he has helped to get monetized, and I'm one of them.
You know, and then it's not like you have no violence on your record until you're 30, and then one night you just decide to go out and kill a cop. It doesn't happen like that.
Fabrizio was always a tough kid. He was a tough kid. He had a nice punch. If you hit you, he would knock you the fuck out.
I already had the position. I don't want to say boss, but that's what I was. I had the position. I was made directly with New York, and I didn't have to answer to nobody in my area.
I didn't watch the show, so I didn't really understand the magnitude or, like, you know, how big this moment was.
But you know what? When De Niro asked him to let the old lady stay, you know, and she has to stay with the dog. Well, God, that's never started, huh? You know, that scene? And he was like, it's nuts.
Anytime I got to shoot at John's restaurant on East 12th Street, which was like a big mob hangout where like Joe the Boss Masseria would like hold court, and I got to work with Ivo Nandi, who played Joe the Boss. Those were some of my favorite scenes.
And the moment you walk in, I could recognize who's at the bar, who's in at the table, FBI. And this is the first time that I meet Sonny Franchitti.
As a matter of fact, outside the Bada Bing, Satin Dolls, we put a curtain in the parking lot. Everyone was wondering, why is that big curtain in the parking lot? We were rehearsing the hanging scene.
I'm living proof, guys. I'm living proof. I mean, no, I'm no millionaire or nothing, but listen, look at my life 4 years ago. I was in a fucking hotel. I was, you know, selling crack. I was snorting coke. I was drinking myself to fucking death. I was literally taking bags full of Ativan just because I wanted to die in my sleep. I was all alone, you know, and now I'm here. I have my family. I have a little bit of money in the bank. I got everything I want. And I got you guys in this channel. So if I can do it, any of you can do it. Yizzo. What's up, everybody? I got some stuff to say. I got a lot to say, actually. It's going to be a very entertaining show. I don't know how long it'll be, but it's going to be good. I promise you that. I'm sure you can imagine if you saw the last show and you heard the threats from Stand-Up Guy. And if you heard him inciting violence against my entire family, then I'm sure you can imagine what type of things I'm going to say tonight. Of course, I'm going to be very, very careful because I'm not a fucking moron. Okay, I'm not going to make threats. That would be stupid. I wouldn't even mention something like breaking the law because I have no plans to do so, and that would also be stupid. We are on YouTube. A lot of people watching and listening. Watching and listening. Even if you're on Rumble, a lot of people, well, maybe not so many, but still, it makes its way over to YouTube. And plus, let's be honest, if I made the slightest threat towards Stand-Up Guy, the cops would be at my house in 15 minutes. You know, he calls the cops more than fucking Tony Pizza. So, I guess I'll give it a few minutes to let the crowd build. Also to, you know, give time for me to accept all the donations that are going to be rolling in right in the beginning of this show, because I came back on a second time, and I'm about to go on a fucking classic FBS rant and entertain the fuck out of all of you. I'm waiting. This is going to be, I wouldn't say wild, but I'm going to say some things I don't say too often, you know, because it takes a certain amount of bullshit to get me to the point where I'm ready to do what I'm about to do. And Stand-Up Guy has has gotten himself there. You know, he crossed the line. He's a habitual line stepper. He steps over the line constantly. And the bottom line with this fucking fruit is that he came on here to impress his boyfriend, Marie, and it's MRE, if you don't know. A few weeks ago, decided to attack me for no reason. And of course, I handed him his ass because I'm way better than this. Way better at this than he is. And that's what I do. I make people regret going after me. I humiliate you, you know, and I expose you, and I make you look like the fool and the clown that you are, not like you're not already doing a good job at that yourself. But, you know, you start that trouble with me, and then when you get exactly what you should have known was coming, then you want to start making threats and mentioning my family and stuff. And then not only do you make threats or mention my family, you make threats towards my family. You try to get those clowns that follow you and Tony Pizza and all them to maybe make the decision to come to my house, which would be a fatal mistake this time. That's what stand-up guy has chosen to do. And if I understand correctly, he just did it within the last couple of hours. So we got 131 people. Let me just say this. He made threats that are insane. He's been doing it for days. First, it started off with damaging the cars. Now he says there's 3 guys that are going to come to my house, knock my eyes out of my head, and if they're able to, cut my throat. This is what stand-up guy said live. This is after threatening to damage my home and my vehicles, and him bringing up my wife and making all types of veiled threats. He actually said this, which is funny because he's not in a position to be doing this ever really, but especially right now. SUG is in a little bit of trouble. A little bit of trouble. It's not really my place to talk about it, but I think some of you guys already know. And it has nothing to do with me. Nothing. So before the rumors start, FBS called the cop. No. It has nothing to do with me. It's some other trouble he's in that could be made much worse for him by making these threats and shit towards other people like he's doing now, or at least towards me and my family. Earlier, he threatened a 41-year-old woman, an 11-year-old boy, and a 72-year-old mother and grandmother, of course. So I want to make this clear. Donations, guys, come on, man. For real, I'm not playing tonight. Let's get some money going, okay? I'm in no fucking mood. Sugar, I'll tell you this. I am going to now make your life a fucking living hell. Oh, and I mean it. If somebody comes here, they better kill me. Because if not, I'll spend the rest of my fucking days making you pay for those threats. And guess what? I won't be breaking the law. I won't be getting myself in trouble. I won't even do anything that you can legitimately call the cops on me for. I'm just too smart. See, I was actually a criminal in my life, not just a fucking junkie, you know, like you. I actually know if I were to decide to commit a crime, how I should go about it in order to get away with it. You know, you can't even make the fucking threat without getting yourself caught up, because I am going to post every threat you make, and it will be titled with your full name and hometown. And I am then going to go on a mission starting tonight, the second this show is over. Like now, let me make this straight. I already know more about you and your family than anybody on here does. But I'm going to go on a mission tonight like never before. Not like I did with Chicago Muscle or MRE or NB or anybody. No, this is going to be some brand new shit. You know what I mean? This is going to reach a level I've never even reached when it comes to doing sophisticated research. And I am going to put your entire life story on YouTube from beginning to end. Okay? There's things you never told people about. I'll tell them about them. Don't worry. Okay? There's a lot of shit I'm going to be bringing up, and there's a lot of stuff I'm sure I'll find that no one has ever heard before. And I'll be happy to be the first one to say it. You know, I'm going to research you so thoroughly. I'm going to find out every fucking thing about you. I'm going to find out anybody you're associated with at this time in your life, you know, today, as of 2024. Anybody, any associates you still may have, any ties to any type of employment. I'm going to find out what union you work for, and I'm going to send them your threats. I'm going to find out anybody you're involved with, any way you make money, anything vital to your life and lifestyle, I am going to go out of my way to destroy. And I'm a motherfucker, boy. There's nobody better at it than me. I'm not just going to expose you on YouTube. That'll be the easy part. It's what I'm going to do to you behind the scenes. Yeah. The shit nobody will even see, not even you. The stuff you see me on doing on here, that's just going to be for entertainment, fun, and maybe a few donations. It's the shit I'm going to be doing when I'm not on YouTube that should have you worried. I promise you. Anything important in your life will be exposed and revealed. If anybody has information on the union, because he still is employed by a union, I think he has somewhere around a year left. I don't know if that's to retire with full benefits, pension, I don't know. But I know it's very important to him that he makes it through the rest of his employment with whatever union he's employed by. You understand? I am going to fuck with that in ways you could never imagine. I now have numerous audio clips of you threatening women, children, me, everybody. Okay? Every threat you've ever fucking made. I'm also going to tell them about what you did to Tina and her job and how you are in a little bit of trouble because of that. I am going to get a hold of every fucking person that is important to you. Okay? And I'm going to let them know what you're up to. I promise, I guarantee it, mark my fucking word. What you did tonight, combined with what you did a couple of nights ago when you made your original threats, that's the worst mistake you ever fucking made, other than, you know, your hairstyle, your decision not to ever trim your eyebrows, paying for a wife rather than, I don't know, going out, finding one, maybe falling in love and having a natural love affair and marriage take place, you know. You made some very bad decisions, heroin for 17 years, things like that. And I'm going to make you pay for it. As you see, I'm not triggered. I'm not even angry. I'm content because this is what I live for. You see, I might try to keep the peace with people every now and then, but the bottom line is what really gets my blood flowing is this horse shit. As soon as I heard those threats from you, I said, boy, oh boy, do I get excited. I get excited, in the words of Tony Pizza. 10 guys, 13 guys, 20 guys. Stand-up guy, let me let you know something, okay? If you come to my house, it's going to be a big mistake. Anybody, okay? There's a bunch of different ways it could turn out to be a big mistake. All right? But I'll be here. You know what I mean? I'll leave the light on for you. I'm up all night, but don't do it. Don't do it. I'm certainly not inviting anyone. But you made the threats, and I need to make it important to you that I don't give a fuck. I'm not scared of a motherfucking thing. You can only hurt somebody who isn't paying attention. And yes, after last time, I got my guard way up. There will never be a time again where I'm going to get caught slipping, where I'm not paying attention to my surroundings. I'll make sure that I'm out there to walk Shanna in every night when she gets home. Usually she doesn't get home at night. When she leaves for work, I will walk her out. Make sure she drives off safely. Nobody's following her, stuff like that. I'll be out there all the time. You know, if my stepson's outside, I'll be out there. I'm going to take it very, very seriously because 5 guys already came here. You know, so yeah, when people say nobody's coming, yeah, you never know. Now, do I really believe anybody would come here for SUG? No. Do I really believe SUG would come here? Not in a million fucking years. Not in a million years, especially not on his period week. And I think he has his period this week. Okay, because he's a bitch. You think by 68 that would be over, but not for him. Nope, still on the rag every month. So, I have no fear of anything. I have no fear of anything. The last thing that happened might have been the best thing that happened, because now I take it more seriously. When you make a threat like that, I'm going to be 1,000% sure that I am paying close attention. I'm as Tony Soflo would say, my situational awareness will be on point. Okay. I'll make sure I watch every step in and out of this house, in and out of my car. And the same with all my family members. When my mom goes out, I'll walk her out. When she gets home, I'll walk her back in. I will be here. Okay. And as for the cameras, yes, there's many more of them since the last time. Many, many more. So there's no chance of anybody not getting caught on tape. There's no chance. But it won't even matter, because the cameras will be the last of your fucking worries. Okay? You won't make it away from here. You want to talk about me talking like a tough guy, stand-up guy. I could punch through you, bro. You're a fucking clown. You're a joke. You're a spindly little frail fruit. Okay? And you're capable of zero harm. You're nothing to worry about. You're nothing to worry about. Nobody takes you seriously when it comes to these threats. But hey, you said 3 guys are coming here. Maybe 3 guys got a hold of you and told you that. Now I have to be ready just in case 3 guys show up. And I will be. And I have been ever since the last guys showed up. I would never take that chance again, because who knows? Next time I could get killed, or somebody in my family could be hurt, because some pussy like you, Sugar, can't take the fact that you decided to pick a fight with me and then you got your ass handed to you because you decided to fuck with the best, as Scarface would say. You fucking with me? You fucking with the best? Yeah, I am. I'm the best. I'm the last person you want to pick a fight with, but you did. So whatever I gave to you, you had coming. Now, this ain't no game no fucking more, bro. I've never really interfered in anyone's life because of something that happened on YouTube. Never. No matter how much I hated the person, did I even so much as make a phone call. But now, oh my God, bro. Whatever little bit of miserable cocksucking piece of shit life you have left, I am going to fucking make it even worse. Because it's already terrible. I'm going to make it even fucking worse. I promise. And what the fuck are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about it, stand-up guy? You're going to get somebody else to come here? How much are you going to pay them? Because ain't nobody risking their lives for you. And listen, I hope if somebody does come here again that I make an example out of them that will teach everyone else a lesson. You guys forget certain things. Like even after taking a fucking beating, I still had enough energy and strength and everything to pull a knife and swing it at a motherfucker and make everybody run away. You know? Now, if I would have remembered that knife earlier, things would have gone differently. Somebody would have gotten stabbed or cut up, if not everybody. Okay? But forget about that bullshit. No matter what, I will protect my house and my family. No matter what. Nothing's going to stop me, especially not you. But now that you made these threats, I'm telling you that you're going to get a response you never fucking imagined and never expected. I have better resources than you. I'm 1,000 times smarter than you. And I am so driven because I actually love my family. Not like you, stand-up guy, who's estranged from your whole family. Should I name names? Somebody who sits alone all day. Your wife would never even touch you. It's a marriage of convenience. She needed citizenship. You needed a beard. Okay, so people wouldn't, realize just by listening to your voice that you're a blatant, is that the word? Homosexual. Not blatant. quite obvious. That's what you needed her for. Okay. And she's out all the time because she doesn't want to be near you. I heard you say one time she hates men because she was a stripper. Stand-up guy. That's how fucking stupid you are. She feeds you that line so she don't have to touch you. Oh, honey, I'm very intimidated by men. We could be married, but, you know, I don't know if I'm ready to have sex with you. Ever. Flamboyant would have been a better word to use for you, by the way. That's what it really is. That's what's really going on. You know, anybody who heard you from the beginning talking about your 38-year-old Russian wife knew exactly what happened. A guy like you don't have many options. I mean, Roseanne aside, you know, but that didn't go well, right? For you too? No. So you found this one, I don't know, in the back of a fucking magazine or something. And you paid whatever you had to pay and you flew her in. And now she's a citizen and she couldn't give two fucks about you. And when she's not at home, which is never, she's probably out fucking guys who are actually, you know, able to get hard and somewhat attractive. So you're even more bitter because you didn't get what you paid for. You got scammed. What a surprise. Old stupid ass naive Michael Saccio got scammed. Yeah. Well, I'm going to do some digging, buddy. Holy shit. You have no fucking clue, man. I can't fucking wait. I can't wait just to find out the things I'll know within the next 5 or 6 hours because I know how quick I work. I know how quick. And I will dedicate all of my time to getting a hold of anybody, like I said, that you may be employed by or anything else. Past employers, things like that. I will. I'll spend all of my time doing that. And I'll make you wish you were never born. Of course, you probably already wish you were never born, right, Michael? Let's be honest. I mean, 10-hour live streams. Jesus fucking Christ. You're just in the waiting room right now. You know, you're in the waiting room. You're waiting for the day that death finally comes and ends your misery, you know? Well, I certainly wouldn't do anything to cause you physical harm or death. That would be insane. And I would just be getting myself locked up. No, but I'll make you wish you were dead, even more than you already do. You have motivated me. I've said before, and I will say again, never, ever, ever threaten me. I don't care who you are. I don't care what your last name is. I don't care if it's Gotti, if it's Saccio. I don't give a fuck what it is. Not like Saccio matters. That was kind of the joke of the whole thing. I don't care. Whatever you tell me I better not do, I'm going to do 10 times as much. And if you throw a threat in there, holy shit, I'm going to drop everything. Guess what? Everybody's off the hook right now. Tony Pizza, Angel Gotti, everybody. You ain't got to worry about me for a while. No, not even Angela. Nobody. This is going to be all about Shuggy from now on. All about Shuggy. And maybe I'll finally really get a chance to prove how legally dangerous I can be. Legally, without ever breaking the law. Because I don't break the law anymore. I don't. I'm not a stupid person. You know, breaking the law gets you hemmed up, catch a case, go to jail, probation, parole, all that horse shit. No, I'm tired of that. See, I've actually experienced it. Michael, you haven't. You know, you haven't. And of course, yes, entertainment and informational purposes only. I just want to give them a heads up. You know, and Michael, I don't give a fuck if tomorrow you come on here and you say, you know what, I'm done. Forget FBS. I'm not talking about him anymore. Oh, it don't matter. You threaten my family. There's no turning back now, stand-up guy. No turning back. And also, I will assure you that I will do everything in my power to make sure that every channel you have on YouTube from here on out gets taken down. I assure you, and ask people if FBS can get channels taken down. I had 6 taken down in one day. Yeah. Simultaneously. Everybody witnessed it. Okay. I will do that too. I'll make your YouTube life a living hell. And then I'll figure out Rumble, and I'll figure out just the show you did tonight, how to use that to get your Rumble channel taken down. Because let me tell you something, Rumble's conservative. Yeah. It's like a right-wing YouTube. A lot of freedom of speech there, but you can't threaten people's lives or safety no matter where you are. Okay? I'm pretty sure even at a Trump rally, you can get arrested for threatening to kill people. Not quite positive, but depending on the night. So that is my message to you. No more warnings. Forget about all that warning shit. Forget about it. Now I'll say what I want. I'll do what I want, and you're going to have to deal with it. And the further you go, the further I'll go. And I'll just make it worse and worse and worse for you till you can't take anymore. And you just leave YouTube altogether. And I have been known to chase a couple motherfuckers off YouTube, haven't I? A couple of people have vanished, like the Bermuda Triangle, disappeared, like David Copperfield, vanished. Danny Trio, where's he? Where did he go? Mr. Batters? I'll see him around. And many more. So now I'm motivated, bro. Now I have a plan, and I'm going to be able to keep myself busy working on you. I am. It's funny, certain things about you, stand-up guy, that all these people that attacked you never found. I mean, I found something about a month ago that I just been sitting on. I found something out that you do not want people to know. You do not want people to know. One of these things you admitted right in the very beginning, and then once you realized that could mean trouble, you took it back and pretended you were just joking. But I know a lot. By the way, we're going to do some research about some other things too, because somebody reminded me this of the whether it might have been yesterday, the day before, I'm not sure. They sent me a message about how there's 2 Mike Saccios, and there's one who appears to have stand-up guy's life, at least career, and it ain't Michael Saccio that we know. No, it's a different guy. Okay, now who knows? Maybe Mike's telling the truth about his life, but when we look them up online, we find all types of jobs like drywall and horse shit like that. Now, could that be used in set decoration or something? Sure. Except set decoration isn't listed. Nothing in the movie business is on your LinkedIn and other things I found on you. So we are going to find out for sure. We're going to find out for sure. And wherever you may have a reputation, which I don't think you have one many places, I will ruin that too. You gave me what I need to. You did. You gave me the fucking audio clips of you threatening a child, an old woman, an innocent nurse, and myself. You just handed that to me on a silver platter. And everybody should know that when you do that, that's going to haunt you forever. That's going to haunt you forever. So I'm looking forward to this, Mike. In a way, I want to thank you. I do. We're going to have some fun. Cash apps, where are they at? Stephen Cordell, $15 for match. Thank you very much. Stephen Cordell is one of the biggest sponsors of the show, and he said match, so please match. A few more cash apps, I'll be happy for the night. Maybe. Let's see. Shug done fucked up. Yeah, Stevie the Gypsy. He certainly did. Yeah, Jason, I talked to a couple of people. I had some ideas in mind. They talked me out of those ideas. And I said, well, you know what? Let me just go vent a little bit. I'm going to go back on. I'm going to vent a little bit. Get some, some words out. It always helps. It really does. info@sagaftra.org. You could ask about Shuggy. I will. I'm calling every fucking buddy. I'm calling everybody, Sugar. He's live streaming me. Good. You know how fucked you are, buddy? Do you know how fucked? And guess what? I'm going to be sitting here just fine. Just fine, without a worry in the world. Without a fucking worry in the world. Yeah, all the people I fucked with. The entire Gotti family. But Shuggy's going to be the guy that really does me in. Yeah, I'm sure I'm going to be hurt really bad over this. Stand-up guy, you're fucked, buddy. You're fucked. You don't know what's coming, but I do. I do, and I can't wait to find out what else is coming because I already got some shit in my back pocket. But I'm going to do some digging, man. I'm going to do some digging, and I'm going to have fun. And we'll find out everything. And you will be exposed on here like never before. You know, you've been relatively private, actually. Considering what I've done to so many others, you've gotten lucky. You know, I never really cared that much about you to really fuck with your life. But now, you threaten my family, you cocksucker, an 11-year-old boy you threatened. Okay. A 72-year-old grandmother. 41-year-old nurse. And me of all fucking people. Me of all people. Great job. Great job. This is a lifetime of bad decision making on your part. A lifetime of it. And this will be it'll turn out to have been the worst decision you ever made. Trust me. When you threaten me, dickhead, you motivate me. When you threaten my family, oh my fucking God, I care about my family. Sugar, the people in my family talk to me and love me. You know? I'm not some black sheep, some fucking outcast. No, I take care of my family. You know? I do. So I'm going to really take care of them now. I won't even tell them about the threats. I wouldn't want to worry them. Without them even knowing, I am going to really show everybody just how much I have their backs and how much damage I could do when somebody does something as stupid as, threatening them. You know, the funny part is you might be playing this off while you're streaming me live or acting like this is no big deal. Yeah, well, everybody else knows how fucked you are. Everybody, even the people watching you who hate me, know that you have a huge problem on your hands now. A huge one. And it isn't, just being a 68-year-old fruit. That's a problem. I'm not going to lie. If I had that problem, I probably wouldn't stick around long, but this is going to be even worse than that. It is. Shit, I might find the tranny that blew you. I might find him, her. Let's see. See how far I decide to go. Like I said, it's mighty low to come to someone's house where children and there's a sick parent in the home. I'll say. Watch your downfall. This is what happens when you threaten women and children. Yeah, you could have gone on talking about me forever, stand-up guy. You could have even threatened to damage my car like you did. But then you threw in Shanna's car. Then the house. You're going to throw paint on the house, which is exactly what, a very proud guy like you would do. You know what I mean by proud? A guy like you, guys like you like to throw paint on things, usually rainbow colored. And I don't want my house to be rainbow colored, so I can't allow that. Jason Mike Selmas can't be wrong. That's what cowards do. Come to a man's house with a crowd to jump them. Well, we already know about that, but that's in the past. Now we're talking about the future. Joe Everyman, worst thing you can do is leave a recording threatening people, because if they do show up, anything that happens to them is justified. You don't know what they intended to do. Of course. Of course. There's no question about it. No question about it. I just wish it would be Sugar himself. But there's no chance of him ever coming here. I'd come to your house before you'd come to mine. But don't worry, I'm not going to. That would be illegal. That would be against the law. I guess so, yeah. What a gay thing to say. I'm going to throw paint on your house. Mm-hmm. He's going to paint a unicorn on my house. You feel me? Since all that happened, I'm sure FBS's neighbors installed more cameras too. Well, yes. Specifically the one over there. Because the one he had points more down at the sidewalk, not so much the street, you know? Don't know what happened to the nice guy a few months ago, but this guy is demonic. Well, he was always demonic. It's like I said, women are evil. And Sugar, she is a real bitch. You know what I mean? She's pure evil. You just got to bring it out of her. And for some reason, it's always me that's able to do that. How come, Sugar? How come? SoFlo bashes you every day. So does Chicago Muscle. You think I'm the guy to fucking target? Okay, well, let's find out. Let's find out. No, none, Alex Fajigadaja. None. Yes, I did know, ma'am. But that don't matter to them. They ignore that part completely. You know that, like the picture where my fist is round. You can't even see my knuckles. It's so swollen, it almost looks like I was punching the shit out of the guy in the back of his fucking head. You know, those things, they ignore that. They pay no attention to that. That doesn't fit their narrative. You don't know. It wouldn't fit their narrative to say, holy shit, the fucking guy got out. Could have driven off. He got out against all those guys and started punching a motherfucker. Says something about him, doesn't it? What would you have done, Sugar? You would have pissed your fucking pants. And of course, you're probably incontinent at your age, so you probably would have shit yourself too. Guarantee it. But you wouldn't have fought. You would not have fought. No chance. I do, Miss Campione. Shug protects Maureen from me. What, she is only 48 and he is 68? He says 38, I think. I don't know. Who knows, though? You can't believe anything he says. I'll know in a couple of hours. Everything. Everything I don't already know, I'll know. It's so easy for me. You have no idea how easy it is. Oh, my God. Wishing for an addict to relapse, says scumbag Shug is still a junkie. Well, he is. Why do you think he hates me? Because I'm clean and sober like a motherfucker. I've accomplished my goal. I put myself in rehab. I wound up in a fucking luxury rehab where only millionaires go. I lived in the lap of fucking luxury for 3 weeks. I left, wound up marrying my nurse, starting an entirely new life, and I haven't used the substance since June fucking 20th, 2019. I don't count my sober date till the 21st because, well, technically on the 20th, I still used. I went to rehab right after midnight. So the 21st. Not a substance since then. I don't need it, stand-up guy. Why is that? Why can't I just get through the day? You know why it is? There's something I don't have that you have. I never thought I'd say those words. You have a type of self-hatred that requires you to mask it at all times, you know, in order to live with yourself, knowing what your life has been like and what it is now. You know what I mean? Miserable. I can only imagine having a chick in my house that, according to him, is smoking fucking hot. And I can pay all her bills and shit, but I just can't touch her. That's another guy's job. Can't touch her. That would be fucking excruciating. Can only imagine the pain you must be in, Mike. But you're done taking it out on me. Or at least you're going to begin paying for your decision to take it out on me. You think it's been bad so far. Ain't shit happened yet. And I'm telling you, keep threatening. Every threat you make, the further I'm going to go. But then again, I don't even need those extra threats, if you want to call them. I'm already going to go so fucking far that honestly, you can continue if you want, or you could stop. Either way, it ain't going to make a difference. Might as well keep going. At least you'll get some views, and since that's so important to you, because you need FBS, like everybody needs FBS. You need FBS to talk about. God forbid you actually had to come up with some sort of topic and do a show on it. You know? God for fucking bid. Shuggy, 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 can't you see? Sometimes your words just sound silly. Let me see. Did I get all these? GV 499 salute FBS match. Wait, did I? Hold on. First of all, I'm going to start over because I don't know what I got and what I didn't. I might not. I swear to God, I got Alex Fajigitajas, but I don't remember this message. I'm just going to read everything over. Joey Dimes, 199. Thank you very much. Alex Fajigitaja, 1999. He has an alligator mouth with an old saggy canary ass. Then he'll scream he's a victim. Yes, that's what he does. He's a little bitch. Jersey Girl 732, 999. Hey, FBS, everyone smash the like match. Thank you, Jersey Girl. And as you guys know, she is one of the biggest sponsors of this show. And she said match, so match. GV 499, salute FBS match. Thank you, GV. And as you guys know, he is one of the biggest sponsors of this show. Big Dog 499, green light, Big Dog. That's right, buddy. Anthony 51, 499. When will they learn? Thank you for the 499. Apparently never, Anthony. Apparently never. No. Yeah, see, there's people are stupid. I mean, you say I show up to Shug's house and I beat the living shit out of him, which every fucking buddy knows I could. Okay. He heals up. Well, hopefully for him, he heals up and then it's over. One little beating. Now, not like he's ever taken one. For him, it'll be really, really rough, but now I'm not saying I'm going to do that. It is a hypothetical situation. I'm trying to explain how much worse things can be than just a simple beating. You do that, you whip his ass, and what do you know? Next thing you know, the guy's fucking healed up. He's back to his same old shit talking. Kind of like me, But there's stuff you could do to a person, oh my God, without ever breaking the law, that are 1,000 times fucking worse. Oh my God. 1,000 times worse. And that's where I come in. That's what I'm good at. Now, if you would have caught me 6 years ago, I can guarantee you at this point, I would have at least torched your car, if not your house. I might have even taken a shot or two at you. But I definitely would have fucked you up real bad. Real, real bad. I would have put you in the hospital. I guarantee it. But that's not me anymore. That's not me. No, now it's all done legally. So good luck, sugar. You're going to need it. You're going to need it, my friend. Let me see something. Okay, 10:45. Any more donations, guys? Come on. Keep them rolling. Especially in cash if you got it. FBS, I'm going to email you this dope beat I'm working on. This shit is fire. Sounds good, bro. Dom Lucchese. Sugar's going to learn these piece of shit trolls will laugh when he's caught alone. Yeah, no question. Yeah, they don't give a fuck about him. They use him like Angel uses Tony Pizza. You know what I mean? He's a useful idiot. And I put the emphasis on the word idiot. Okay? He's more of an idiot than he is useful. But then again, when you're working with the troll army, I mean, you could be a moron and still be smarter than all those fucking loser cocksuckers. You know what I mean? Team Muscle Worldwide, the Nuke Zone FBS. What's up? Just got here. What's up, bro? Good to see you. I didn't get to listen to your show, but I tried. Oh my God, am I that far behind? They're explaining to Chicago. I think I already read that message from him actually earlier. Reputation of a junkie freak show. Oh yeah, Chicago. You want to hear it? You want to hear it, bro? It's brutal, man. It's really a bad thing to say. It would be a bad thing to say in public, but on a platform like YouTube, really, really bad.
And the other thing you better be scared about, fucking scumbag, is what is coming your way. Okay? I would really, FBS,
I'm shook.
just going to give you this friendly advice.
Mm-hmm.
If you got all your cameras, like,
I
you
do.
know, all lined up on your iPhone.
I have a Galaxy.
In all the time, I would keep that fucking thing while you're doing shows, 24 hours a day, while you sleep. I would keep all those cameras on your iPhone.
I'm not nearly that worried.
So in case you see any suspicious activity in front of your house, you could dial 911, and maybe they can diffuse the situation.
There won't be any 911.
No. Okay, asshole. Yeah. And if they get their hands on you, they're gonna knock your fucking eyeballs out of your head.
I need those.
Possibly slash your fucking throat. Do you know the fucking danger you're putting your family in? You have no idea, nor do you give a fuck.
By doing what?
You don't give a fuck how my mother's sick. My mother has a heart condition. Meanwhile, you're playing tough guy on here. Three guys are already fucking planning to come kick your fucking teeth in.
I'm sure they
You didn't learn the first time, did you? You fucking jerk off, did you?
Nope.
You didn't learn that.
No, nobody stops me from doing what I want to do, saying what I want to do, or saying what I want to say, and certainly not for making a living for myself. Now, you say I'm putting my family in danger. Sugar, how is that? Did I invite you to come here? Did I invite trouble to my home? No. You could have used that last time, I guess, kind of, sort of. No. What I'm doing is what I have every right to do. I have freedom of speech, which I thought scumbag Republicans like you held in such high importance. I thought that really was a key issue to you guys. Let's be honest. They're against it more than anyone else. But according to you, you're a conservative and you believe in freedom of speech. I'm exercising my freedom of speech on YouTube. I have every right. I said to a cop after I got jumped, when he tried to give me shit about this whole thing, I have every fucking right to make a living however I want. And I have the freedom of speech to do whatever I want on YouTube, period. Doesn't mean anybody gets to break the fucking law in response. Okay. How am I putting them in danger, stand-up guy, by tearing you apart? Who are you? You're only a danger to yourself every time you stick that fucking needle in your arm, bro. Every time. And you do it often, let's be honest. You never even recovered from your drug of choice. But what am I doing? Tell me how I'm putting them in danger. How? Because I said I was going to fuck your wife. Well, I'm gonna. It's just a fact of life. Get used to it. I'm going to. I don't know how much I'll enjoy it, but she's going to love it. And of course, that's only after meeting her, wining and dining, getting to know her, building some sort of a relationship, and then finally getting to the event. Of course, you've got to be two consenting adults. I'm just saying that I'm the type of guy that could easily fuck your wife, and I'm probably going to. So you got that to look forward to also. I don't know. That part might hurt the most. Stand-up guy, it really might. Suge likes to dress up like a schoolgirl before I take him to Pound Town. TS, I know what that stands for. Lavanda Suge is my bottom boy. Wow, that's a new one. This isn't Wagoneer, is it? No, that's Blue. Suge said he got copies of Taxi Driver and The Deer Hunter from Scorsese while working on Raging Bull because he directed them both. Only Scorsese didn't have anything to do with Deer Hunter. Yeah, we're going to find out about his career, in cinema. You know, we're gonna find out all about it. Uh-oh. Chicago Muscle said, Shug, I stand with your family. I'm sorry, I stand with his family. Now you get it. Thank you, Chicago Muscle. Me and my family appreciate that. Yeah, and I have a feeling you might be hearing from SoFlo too, stand-up guy. I think you made a big fucking mistake. Not to mention that I'm going to take all your threats. I'm going to do this tonight. Matter of fact, guys, I forget who sent me the original threats about turning the car into an accordion. But those threats and any other ones that you guys have recorded, any from tonight, I'm asking you, please send them to me, fatbalditalian@gmail.com. Please. And even if you have my number, email them to me, because on Galaxy, Android, whatever, when you get these fucking video clips, they look like shit, they sound like shit. It's always better if it's emailed. I'm going to make a compilation, and I'm going to say these threats were made by Michael Paul Sacchio, age, address, the whole nine. You know? No doubt about it, bro. This is going to be fun. I already formulated my plan before I even went live tonight, but as I go, I keep adding to it. You know what I mean? It's good. I got a creative mind. I do. I'm going to have fun. Blowing me in the car was a pretty bad decision. That's true. That was a bad decision on his part. I bet Krusty the Clown is over there pulling his hair out. He will be. He certainly will be. I have 17 hours of recordings of Shug, mostly singing show tunes and begging to get spanked. I believe you. I think we all believe you. Rory O'Flattery, such a nice guy, said, let's all hit the like button. But since we don't have a like button, please hit the like button. Rory, I know. I fuck up words all the time when I swipe. So thank you. Appreciate it. What else? Will he upturn your lavender plants too? I don't have any of those. I don't have plants, period. I'm a dude. None of us are the guys to target, says Chicago Muscle. No, I agree with you 100%. Very bad, even as individuals, very bad to target either one of us. But to target, all of us, which you have chosen to do lately. I mean, only you and Angel Gotti have made that choice. It's not a good one. But then again, that goes along with the theme of your life, lifetime of bad decision making. Now you're going to deal with a lifetime of punishment for your bad decision making. When Shug blows a tranny, his car is in perfect shape. That's a pretty good spin on the old Tony Pizza gag. I love the smell of lavender in the morning. You like the smell of flowers, do you, stand-up guy? I know better than to say what I want to say. Please share so I can come on with you on this journey of destruction. Oh, definitely, bro. No worries. Mad love to everyone in the chat. FBS, I'll email you this track when it's done, bro. To me, it's ill as fuck right now. Just have to add the drum parts, rhythm parts. Sounds good, bro. I can't wait to hear it. I put Shug in the hospital, serious prolapse rectum. Yeah, rectum? Damn near killed him. What's that from? It's from some movie. Idiot already has legal issues, and now he has FBS issues. Oh, yeah, the legal issues are going to be much easier to deal with. You know what I mean? God almighty, guys. When does the day come where everybody's like, you know what? Because everybody's always had this idea that FBS is the one to fuck with. After every lesson I've taught this community, when do they get to the point where they say, okay, fuck with anybody but FBS? You know what I mean? You'll be all right. Just don't fuck with him. Gotta learn the hard way, I guess. You asked me if I learned my lesson. I just can't believe you haven't learned yours, Sugar, but you're gonna now. Sugar rides a bike with no seat, straight pipe. That's because he likes the feeling of a cack in his ass. The Lavanda Cosa Nostra is coming for you, FBS. I know. I'm shook. Common sense. Well, if you come outside one morning and see any rainbow colored paint or glitter, even if the cameras are down, at least you will know who did it. Yes, even the cops will be like, that's that Sacchio guy, isn't it? It is war and a terroristic threat. And for all these people who are talking shit about me calling the FBI and the cops, why ain't I calling them tonight? Because this shit is just as blatant as any crazy ass lunatic threat Tony Pizza ever fucking made, except who cares about him? I could get stand-up guy arrested tonight. If he doesn't know that, he's out of his fucking mind. Tonight, I could have you arrested, bro. That shit is so crazy. I could either call my police department here or yours in Kingston, and you will be arrested for terroristic threats. Especially when you combine this one with the other ones. That's how fucking stupid you are. And you're not the type of guy who could even handle one night in fucking jail. But none of that. No cops. No. This is going to be way worse. It's going to be long and drawn out and miserable. You'll wish a tranny was blowing you by the time I get done with you. Then again, I think he wishes that every day. Oh my God. It's unbelievable. This is the stuff you only hear out of Tony Pizza. But again, guys, I've said this before. He is Tony Pizza. Tony Pizza is him. You understand? Like, when a guy could say, oh, I looked in his eyes and I saw a good man, and a guy could come on here day after day, even after Pizza calls his wife a whore and threatens all types of shit. Stand-up guy came on. Every time they would fight, he'd come back on and he would raise money for Pizza. Raise money. He felt bad for him. Now, in order to feel bad for a scumbag, you must be a scumbag. There's no way around it. Good people don't feel terrible for demons. They don't. They don't feel bad and want to help them. No, they want to stay as far away from them as possible. Evil people. But just the fact that he is okay with all the shit Tony Pizza has said, what more do you need to know about stand-up guy? Seriously. And anybody in your chat, bro, and I want to know, anybody, especially people who use their real name, who is, egging this on or even laughing when they hear these threats towards my family, I want to know about them too. I do. Yes, sir, Danny Green. Not necessarily throw hands. Sometimes it could be something else in silence. Common sense. This is where you shine, my friend. If Sugar pulled up with Marie, would that be considered a fruit roll-up? Yes. And a hilarious joke, by the way, comment. Come on, let's get a couple donations. Cash apps, specifically. We got some super chats. Now let's get some cash apps. Come on, guys. FBS, he's going to break down your door with a tape measure in hand and go right for your drapes. Yeah, oh yeah. He's going to fucking break. Shug's going to break in and redecorate my house. We'll come down in the morning, me and Shannon, like, something's different. And I smell man ass. The fuck? Who was it? Mike Sacchio stopped by. What is this? Puts up 3 pictures. What does that mean? Puts up 3 pictures. Dragon 1982. I think he could take them all in his tuna can. That's what he asks for every day in chat. I think he could take them all in his tuna can. What does that mean? I'm assuming that's why this was sent to me, because of that comment. I have no idea. F you, Sugar. You've never had police issues speaking like that. Wow. Yeah. Well, you got to understand, he only would speak like that on YouTube. Me or you, would say this to somebody's face if we needed to. Sugar would not, under any circumstances. He would not. Let me see. Danny Green, $20 for match. Thank you, Danny Green. Thank you very, very much. What made you laugh, Chicago? I'm behind. What did I say? I'm pretty certain he has passed the legal limit for New York and how many weed plants someone can grow. Just saying. Well, who knows? Now he's playing the victim. He's saying he never said anything about Shanna. You said that you were going to damage Shanna's car and throw paint on my house, you little fruit basket. That's what you said. You think that that's not directed at Shanna? Her house, her car. You know? And somebody made the point the other day, God forbid, you did something crazy and my wife was in the car. Oh, my God. Crazy shit to be saying, man. I will now dedicate a show to Krusty the Clown, no lie. Thank you, Chicago. Please do. He's in love with you, FBS. He wants to bathe you in lavender, and hold your gorgeous hands. Ooh. I want to bathe you in lavender and hold your gorgeous hands. Ooh. Ooh. Is Dragon 1982 really talking shit? That's a shame, man. Dragon, do I have to go at you too, bro? I guess so. Somebody know Dragon's real name? I feel like I have it somewhere. But if one of you guys have it, let me know, please. Thank you. Isn't he like in here all the time? No one is as good at research, bro. You're a killer, I know. Thank you, Chicago. I am. I'm a motherfucker. That's one talent I have in life. Well, amongst many others, of course. Look at how mad I make you, Sugar. And look at me. Even after you said what you said, I'm still laughing at you. I'm still laughing at you. Hearing anything tough come out of your mouth is fucking hilarious. Hilarious. I got a feeling he might enjoy being locked in a small room with another man in a bed. Yeah, he might like jail. Depends on who his cellie is, you know? Depends on what his cellie's eyes look like. He sucked off 40 Czechoslovakians. He was an interior. Sucked off nice. Me and Shannon just watched Pine Barrens the other night. Do you have FBI? Do you, Cicero? That's what's up. If you're new, welcome. Dragon, your mom takes it in her tuna can, fat boy. Is that what that means? Like tuna? I've never heard that expression before. It's some real white boy shit, huh? Wrecking your life over YT is the dumbest thing a person could do. Dumb. Oh, yeah. Definitely. What don't you understand, FBS? Sons and I are taking the armoire. All right, guys. All right. I'll sit here quietly. No need to tie me up. Of course, I'm sure it's the first thing Shug would want to do. Dragon is a Mark Sugar fan. Well, I knew he was a Shug fan, but I thought he'd come around here from time to time. I thought. Very odd. That's all right, though. He can get it, too. Dragon's real name is Harry. What? What is Cicero doing in here? I don't get it. What's he trying to pull? I don't understand. As long as his cellie has long hair, he can play it off. Wait, what? Oh. Charlene and Clark, these clowns on YouTube are like low-level drug dealers. You can knock them off, and there are others right in line to replace them. Never learning from the last guy that got leveled by you. Never learning. But he's going to learn now. Yeah, and maybe a couple of other people will too. I'm up for whatever. Dragon, if you sat in there while he threatened my mother and my 11-year-old stepson, you better not have a wife and kids. And I think you do. And I will fucking annihilate them, bro. I don't give a fuck about you. I don't. Warning to anybody who's in that chat when he makes threats towards my fucking family. You better hope I don't know who you are or have a way of finding out who you are. Because I want all the smoke. All of it. War, I don't know what you mean. Text me. Yeah, that's what I told Shanna. I don't think it's the best, though, but definitely a classic. On a side note, apparently when Marie left Angels, she went to change the linens and realized all the white sheets were missing. Very good, Common. Chicago. Oh, I know, bro. I know. All right, guys, I'm out of here. It's an hour and 10 minutes in. I got a life to live. I'm going to go start working on ruining Sugar's life. And I'm going to succeed. And all you guys will be here to witness it. Danny Green, thanks for trying, but I got to go anyway. Thank you for your donations, my friend. And the Cicero beatdown guy was slamming CM, bro. Oh, yeah, then you got rid of him, right? That's what I figured, but I didn't even understand what he said. Wasn't even like clever. Like, did he think people didn't know Chicago's name or something? I don't get it. Anyway, thanks for everything, guys. I love you all. And until next time, salute. Good luck, Sugar. You're going to need it.